It's spoiled.
Philip, it's all right. We'll get you more. We'll get you
Daniel,
more.
But it's spoiled.
Look, I know that you hate it when things get spoiled.
I worked so hard.
It's
for this.
it's okay. Well, we can get you more milk. I know your milk's spoiled, but we'll get you something else or new milk
the
or
milk. It's spoiled.
It's okay, Philip. It's okay. We'll get you some new one.
I hate it when things are spoiled.
I know. We've been having this conversation for 3 hours now. We'll get you more milk.
It means a lot to me, though. That
What?
I don't want it to be spoiled.
Okay, all right. This one won't spoil. I promise. I promise.
You promise?
I promise. This one will not spoil. We'll get you more milk.
We'll get my milk?
What? It'll be your milk. We'll get it from the store. It'll be great. It'll be all yours.
It is my milk that you're drinking.
I know. I know. It was your milk and you gave it to me, but we're going to go get some new milk.
Daniel,
What?
it's my milk.
Oh. Oh no. Please tell me. Please tell me you're kidding.
It's mine.
No.
Hello, Daniel.
Hey, Philip. I'm Daniel.
Oh, I'm Philip.
And what is this?
This is classic Countdown Conversations where we count down the best
And the worst.
that
Pop
culture
has
to offer.
Oh, thanks for taking the last two words. I'm Daniel Cardiff.
I'm okay. I'm Philip Alstrick.
Well, they didn't get our last names yet.
Oh, I see.
The show is not I'm sorry if this is your first episode and that was your first cold open. I apologize. And this show it's not emblematic of
Well,
what
it's kind of like that, but even worse.
but like we don't talk about milk all the time.
Not all the time. It's kind of just 2/3.
Yeah. What are we talking about today?
The twists,
We're talking about the twists, the turns,
the
surprises,
the scallywags of movies.
the scallywags, and the reveals.
Yeah.
So this is going to be our most heavily spoilery episode.
I'm going to move my mic.
Okay.
Deal with it, audience.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cut that.
Yeah, that's fine. We listen to podcasts where people burp and don't cut it. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, just that one.
it's just the one. Have multiple times, but just the one. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about what is this? This is the best twists, whether it be a plot twist, a twist ending,
Something in the movie that is twisty.
it's something. Yeah, if it's a road or
Yeah. Anything, really. Somebody's curly hair.
someone's curly hair, somebody who is double jointed or maybe even triple jointed. No, we're just talking about plot twists and twist endings.
That's it.
Yeah. I think when we were coming up with the list, we kept saying plot twists, and then I realized
There's
a lot of
some
these
that
are
aren't
actually
plots.
just
Yeah.
twist endings.
Yeah.
So it's just the twists.
Yeah.
This episode's the twists.
The twists. And we got some criteria.
You go ahead and say it.
I think that some of the criteria
We don't have it written down.
No, but in our minds, me and Daniel,
Yeah.
we had a lovely evening
We
last
did.
week,
A week ago today.
and we discussed this very episode.
No, not a week ago today. I'm sorry. On Thursday. Today is Tuesday.
No, we did it a week ago.
Oh,
today.
you're right.
yeah,
keep
you're
going.
right.
Oh.
You should be proud of yourself.
Okay. Keep going.
We had a lovely day.
We both almost sat on a bed
Almost.
But I inclined to sit on the chair instead while Philip was sprawled out on the bed.
Yeah.
We were eating like chocolates and stuff.
know,
It was dim lighting, and
I was seductive.
I didn't fall for it though.
Daniel,
I'm a married man.
Yeah, Daniel's wife is. She can, go to sleep well tonight, knowing her husband was faithful.
She was downstairs in the house that happened at. So was yours.
Oh man. Anyway.
Yeah. What's our criteria?
we were just talking about criteria for this episode. Got to be good.
Gotta be a good twist.
First criteria, got to be good. So gotta like really get you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Got to get you. Got to come out of nowhere.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta be Pokemon. It's also got to be. It like kind of changes the way you see the story.
Yeah. So it recontextualizes the rest of the movie.
And I think that's all we said.
I also think like if it's obviously a twist ending, not much happens afterwards. But if it's a plot twist, it needs to make the plot more interesting moving forward, just as much as it makes the plot more interesting looking back.
Right.
And then I also was thinking like, I don't give a rip about what.
Watch your language.
I said rip. I could have said something else, but I didn't.
Rats.
A rat. Oh yeah, we had a good old laugh about that phrase last week.
Everybody just stop for a moment. Think about the phrase, and I won't say it.
Yeah.
But rats behind.
Because this is a children's show.
Who thought of that?
Yeah. I don't give a rat's behind.
This is funny. It made me and Daniel giggle a lot.
We were like silent laughing.
Yeah.
I also think so I don't care about what the masses think about things, but this list specifically, I think the reason why plot twists are well known, like I think the more famous the plot twist, probably the better, because it just means it
impacted the world.
It impacted more people. It was more effective. So these are going to be kind of the big plot twists of cinema. We have a couple smaller scaled ones, but these are kind of the big ones. So since this is such a spoiler heavy episode, we are going to tell you the timestamps.
Oh, right.
So we'll say the name of a movie, and then we'll give you a time code to skip to if you don't want that specific movie spoiled.
Right.
And this is because we love you guys.
We love you so much,
and we don't want to spoil good things for you. Okay. I think we're ready.
I think we're ready
to go. Honorable mentions.
We have one first.
Well, we have a it's a dishonorable mention to me
for Daniel.
Philip is just doing it to bug me.
Yeah, no.
What is it?
It's a perfectly lovely movie that everyone loves.
I hate it.
Frozen. Mm-hmm. Has a twist.
Has a twist.
Tell us about the twist, Daniel.
How about for honorable mentions, we don't talk in depth. We just say the movie. How about that?
I see. You just don't want to talk about it, huh?
I definitely don't want to talk about Frozen. It's a twist you see a mile away.
It's a great twist.
It's horrible. Honorable mentions.
You just go back and forth?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I almost read the wrong one.
Oh, gosh.
Memento.
Okay. Old Boy.
Parasite.
Chinatown.
Scream.
Soylent Green. That rhymes, kind of.
Remember me. This is the movie Coco.
Oh, good job. I thought you were just gonna sing the song, and I was just gonna move forward afterwards. But you did. You gave you gave them the answer in the song, which was good.
It was a nice.
It was good. Yeah.
It was a nice thing that I did.
It was a nice little present.
We're professionals.
The Village, however, there are two twists in The Village.
Daniel doesn't like one of them.
I don't like the second one. The second one's really lame. The first one's pretty intriguing.
Daniel doesn't like when the M. Night Shyamalan comes hanging out.
No, not really. we will talk about M. Night here in a little bit.
Yeah.
With something else on our actual list. But it's like he had a good twist, and then it's like he knew that he was known for the twist.
Yeah, he's like, oh crap.
He's like, I gotta do another one, and the other one sucked.
Well, now all of his movies are twists now, right?
I don't think I think every single one of his movies has a twist in it. Maybe not his like earlier ones. Definitely since the one we're going to talk about later.
Yeah.
Definitely since that one.
Poor guy.
Because Unbreakable has a pretty good twist as well.
All right, honorable mention Unbreakable.
Yeah. And then what's the last one?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
This was the first one you texted to me, I think.
This is the one that I thought of because we talk about Marvel all the time.
Sure.
A bunch of Marvel fanboys.
Yeah, we are.
DC sucks.
No.
So.
Hey, don't say that.
Oh. So I thought about it, and this was the one that came up in my mind because we talk about Marvel stuff all the time.
But then we started talking about more and more, and it just kind of got less and less up near the
I realized
top of the
mistake
list.
I made.
No, it wasn't a mistake. I would say of the honorable mentions, it's probably like the top one.
It's okay. You can
Hey.
fire me if you need to.
Hey, don't talk like that, buddy. I wouldn't know anything about the editing if it wasn't for you. So I actually kind of need you to make
You
this
do
show.
really, really need me.
Hey, if anyone out there has editing skills, come tell me, because Philip, other than that, it's easily replaceable. Okay. I think
a big dummy.
all right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
let's talk about it.
Go, Philip. Number 10,
Planet of the Apes.
the original.
The Orig.
I don't even know if any of the other ones. The remake has kind of the same twist ending, but it sucks.
It does?
The remake, not the new ones.
Oh.
Yeah. We talked about this.
Yeah.
The new ones, I don't think have any twist in.
Definitely no twists in those. Other than like the monkey is going to talk now.
I guess that's a twist.
It's kind of a twist.
Our,
Yeah.
Logic. Yeah.
What does he say? He's like,
He yells no.
it's so scary.
It is. I know. Yeah, because he tells him to get his hands. It's a quote from the original. He's like, "Get your paws off me, you dirty ape!" And then he like stands up.
Oh, it's so
No.
That's a good part. Anyway, this is the original one.
Yeah,
I've never seen the original movie,
Okay.
which makes me a bad guy.
And if like I would say that if it wasn't for the new trilogy being so good, it's better than the original.
Okay.
So, the original's good. It's a classic for a reason.
I just don't want to see Charlton Heston. I don't want to see him in a diaper the whole time.
Yeah. So Philip hasn't seen all these movies. So I showed him. I think everyone kind of knows that you knew the twist ending of the original, but I showed him the scene, and Charlton Heston's just in his underwear at the end.
Yeah.
Also, like just really wet by the ocean.
Spraying everywhere, I guess.
Oh, I guess let's go ahead and skip to this time code.
Oh, I put it in there.
Oh, you did? You marked it?
I marked it.
Okay, cool. Well, I didn't say anything.
Oh, we'll say it.
Okay. If you don't want this movie spoiled, Planet of the Apes, then skip to
16 minutes, 53 seconds.
And that's good because we didn't spoil the ending yet.
No, we just said that there is a spoil at the end.
It's a twist ending. What is the twist ending, Philip?
That they're on Earth the whole time.
Yes.
So how's the movie begin? So like in space?
I think if I'm remembering right, he gets sucked into a wormhole and he thinks he crash lands on a different planet.
Nice. So he jumps into a wormhole.
Yeah.
He's like, "Get me the heck out of Earth. Get me away." And then it just pops him right back where he started.
He's an astronaut and he's up in space when when the disease and stuff happens. So he doesn't even know.
Ew, that's a good whoever thought of that movie idea.
Well, and I'm assuming that the wormhole he went into the future through the wormhole. Because I don't think it's if I'm remembering right, he's not like up in space for a super long time. It's just he goes through the wormhole, crash lands on Earth. There's apes running the thing.
Yeah.
However, I haven't seen this movie probably since sophomore year.
Okay.
It's been a while. I don't remember why he just believes that there's other humans. Because there's a lady there on the planet already, I think. So I don't know what the logic is of that.
Yeah.
If he's like, how'd you get a human? I don't know.
He's kind of an idiot.
Probably.
Kind of an idiot of an astronaut.
But honestly, if you were to land on a planet and there's talking monkeys, I probably wouldn't think, oh, this is Earth. You know, like.
I think you're an idiot astronaut.
Okay. I mean, from what we know, apes don't speak and ride horses and have civilizations. So it's I don't know. My first thought would be I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
But then I guess once they started like hurting me, usually when you get hurt in a dream, you wake up. So I'm like, oh, I guess this isn't a dream anymore. I don't know. Anyways, at the end, they're walking down the beach, and lo and behold, what does he see?
Statue of Liberty.
And then comes the famous line.
No.
And he goes, they blew it up.
Oh, yeah. Which I also don't get that.
I think the apes just blew it up.
Oh, they blew up the Statue of Liberty?
I'm assuming that's what that line means.
He's like, all I cared about was the France-U.S. relations. They blew it up. They blew it all to heck.
Maybe that's what. Maybe he went into space around that time, and is really what he cared about.
All he cared about. He's like, I can't wait to see that Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, but what was? If that was the case, then he'd probably be confused as to why it was green.
It's true
because it was copper when they gave it to us. So
that's what they tell you in the history books.
That's true. Maybe it was just green.
I don't. Yeah,
history is up to the people who want to tell the stories. Right. So. Yeah, so that's our number 10. Classic. I was seeing this at the top of a lot of lists. And I think it's
so classic.
I think it's at the top because everybody knows it. It's a classic.
You know what it is? It's just a bunch of old people.
Yeah,
a bunch
probably.
of old people think it's a classic, but we're young and cool and hip.
Yeah, and we see it for what it is.
Yeah.
A good twist.
Yeah, we relate with the 10-year-olds. So, yeah. What's number 9?
Number 9 is a movie that I just watched last night.
You watched it?
Me and Olivia watched it last night.
Okay.
It's called Primal Fear.
Okay.
And if you didn't... go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn now.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's my turn now.
Okay.
If you want us to not know the twists and the turns of Primal Fear...
You know what? Hold on. I'm not even going to spoil it because I think you should watch it.
Okay.
It's a good movie. And
don't skip ahead.
Yeah, no. Primal Fear. If you've seen Primal Fear, you know the spoiler. If you don't, go out and watch it because it's a good movie. It's not great. The script is a little sloppy.
Okay.
But there's some good performances in it and a good central story.
Okay. You know what I like about you?
What?
You know that we read through all of these. And said what the spoilers were a week ago. And you know about me that I've already forgotten.
Well, no, I didn't know the spoiler until last night. I just knew that this movie had a big spoiler in it.
Didn't we put this on the list and we read it out loud what the spoilers were? Or did you add this in?
No. I said I've heard that Primal Fear has a really big twist in it.
Okay.
But I don't know it.
Okay.
So I'm going to watch it.
Well, even if you had told me it,
you would have forgotten.
I would have forgotten.
That's good. It's a good twist. And I watched 3 because I rewatched 2 of the movies. I watched 3 movies in the last like 36 hours.
Wow.
Because I 2 of the movies on our list I hadn't seen since like early high school, and I just kind of want to refresh my brain on it. All 3 movies have, they're darker. They're darker movies.
Oh, did you watch one of our favorites?
We'll get to it. Okay, so that's Primal Fear, number 9.
Okay.
Go check it out.
All right. Number 8, Shutter Island. And Daniel, what do you have to say?
I think, if you don't want Shutter Island to be spoiled, and you don't, because it's a good movie.
Shutter your ears.
Shutter your ears and skip to
23 minutes, 7 seconds.
You talk about Shutter Island because you like this movie.
I don't know why I like this movie so much.
Do it. Talk it.
But I do like it. I think it's a well-directed, well-written movie.
Yes.
It's about a guy who comes on an island, so you think,
Two guys
come on an island. They're investigating a missing person. Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's something. I haven't seen it in a while.
But. Yeah, I don't remember already. So anyway, I'll just spoil it.
Yeah, well, we're
in it now. It turns out they go to an island that is full of crazy people.
Yeah, there's an asylum on it.
Yeah, and so it turns out that one of the guys is the doctor of the insane asylum, and then the other one is a patient, and they're trying to get him out of the denial that he killed his own wife.
Yeah,
because she killed his children. Which, I mean,
it's a dark movie.
It's a very dark movie. Is this one of the movies that you watched?
No, actually.
You just said it.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was not this one.
That was a dumb question. But yeah, this movie's great. It has that as the twist ending. You kind of can see it from the start.
As most, again, with twist endings and plot twists, a lot of times once you see it, you're like, oh,
yeah,
they were laying the clues out from the beginning,
right?
So,
and I don't think that even if you know, that's probably what the ending is. It does it in such a way that it's so well done.
Yes,
you just it's enjoyable to watch.
It's a Martin Scorsese movie, so it's gonna be well done. But yeah, it is, and it's like I said earlier. If it's a plot twist that happens somewhere in the middle of the movie, it needs to make the plot moving forward a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
And this one definitely does. You're like, okay, cool. What's what's going to happen next? I'm really intrigued by that.
And then it does a little ending. It has the very, very ending is basically that you don't know.
It's an ambiguous ending.
Ambiguous ending of did he choose to get a lobotomy or not?
Yeah. I think he does. Everyone always puts this on the list of ambiguous endings.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty ambiguous ending where it's pretty clear cut to me that
it seems like
that he knows.
He knows.
And he would rather die than live with what he had done.
Which is the quote that he says.
Yeah.
Would you rather die a monster or live a hero?
No.
Or live.
Would you rather live as a monster or die a good man?
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
I said it.
You said it backwards.
The backwards way.
It's okay. And then Mark Ruffalo kind of has a look. He's like, oh no.
Yeah.
He's chosen to go through with this. So really bittersweet ending.
Yeah.
Oh, actually more so just bitter ending, but
also
it's
a scary movie.
It is. Yeah. There's the part where they're investigating there's a cave or a tunnel or something. And there's creepy people in there and stuff.
Yeah.
Really good movie. And even though the ending is really dark, it's a perfect ending for that film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I like this movie. If you've never seen it,
go check it out.
Probably
one of my favorite Scorsese movies.
I don't know if I've ever seen another one.
Okay.
So yes, my favorite one too.
Okay.
What's number 7?
Number 7 is The Usual Suspects.
Ooh.
So if you do not want The Usual Suspects spoiled, skip to
25 minutes, 40 seconds.
You have not seen this one.
Not seen this one.
Do you know the ending?
We talked about it last week.
But do you remember what I said?
Yes.
Say it then.
It is. So this is a cop movie, and they're trying to figure out who killed who. Correct?
Kind of.
Okay. Well, the ending is that the person that you least expect to have murdered, the person is the murderer.
So this is one of the ones I rewatched.
Okay.
And in rewatching it, I probably wouldn't have said those exact words.
Okay, those were the exact words.
Those are the exact words. It is. It's revealed to you at the end. There's this character throughout the movie where you're like, oh, who is this? And it's revealed to you at the end. You're like, oh, but this plot twist, because I remembered seeing this in high school and I didn't remember a whole lot of details. The revelation of the twist is probably one of the better ones on the list.
Gotcha.
Where the person is figuring it out. It's just so engaged. You're like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I see.
It's just engaging to watch the person figure it out.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
You are following along with them and it feels
Yes, yeah, because
exciting.
then you know how like a lot of times when you have a twist ending or a plot twist and it recontextualizes what
Yes.
comes before, but you kind of do that in your mind.
Yes.
This one kind of recontextualizes it for you.
Gotcha.
So, but in a way to where it's not like beating you over the head. It's like an interesting revelation.
I gotcha.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say that we took out all mystery movies because they kind of inherently have a twist ending.
Yeah, and I think some of these, like Shutter Island and even The Usual Suspects, like they have some mystery aspects to them.
Yeah.
But I think we took out a lot of the mysteries because a lot of times in mystery movies, it's not necessarily a twist as much as it is like a surprise.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, it is the natural progression of the story.
Yes.
I think that's another criteria. Hold on. Oh, okay. They've probably come back. We're done spoiling this one, so they're back.
They're back
to it.
now.
Another criteria for this is it just has to come out of like left field.
Yeah.
Like if it seems like it's the natural progression to the story, I feel like that's not a great twist.
That's no twist.
But when it's something that just like blindsides you,
Yeah.
you're like, oh,
a
okay.
a good example of one that just is a natural progression is Interstellar.
Yes.
People put that on their list of twists. It's like, that's no twist.
Yeah. What were they saying that the spoilers for Interstellar for the
Yeah.
next 10 seconds that the ghost at the beginning ends up being
It's
him at the end. Yeah. I feel like that's just like a revelation. And you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
It's not much of a twist. Yeah. But speaking of Philip,
Okay.
speaking of the differences between twists and surprises,
Okay.
why don't you read this text that I just sent you out loud into the
Oh,
microphone?
no. I don't like this. Why do you always change things to me? We've added a slot, and this is now top 11. Oh, he's dancing. He looks very... I can't actually tell you what he's doing. This was already a sexually charged episode with the milk.
You just got plot twisted.
Oh, no.
Did you like my little dance I was doing for you?
No, I didn't.
I plot twisted you.
You plot twisted me?
Yeah, on our episode about plot twists. Okay, so
I was going to do it, and then I couldn't think of anything that would be funny, and so I didn't.
this now at top 11. So that means that Planet of the Apes is 11.
Okay.
Primal Fear is 10.
Okay.
Shutter Island is 9. Usual Suspects is 8.
Okay.
And 7 is 7.
Oh.
Now, I wanted to, and we don't, because I don't know, you probably will never watch this movie because it's incredibly dark.
Okay.
Lindsay definitely will never watch it, so you have
Okay.
to watch it by yourself.
Is seven the one with what's his face?
It's Morgan
Famous-
Freeman and Brad Pitt.
Nope. That's not the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
There's one with he's a funny actor. And he plays the Grinch.
Oh, Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey. He plays like in a real
Oh, the cable guy?
No. It's a number. He plays in some sort of number movie.
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. No. So
Number
this is
Mr. Popper Penguin.
what? Yeah.
That's
Okay.
my
The
favorite
best
number.
twist in movie history. No. So 7's a David Fincher film. The movie I'm gonna avoid actual spoilers for this because it's interesting. And
Okay.
if you and I ever have like a night to watch a movie together, I might show you this one.
Okay.
But I can't wrap my brain around it, Philip. Whether this is a twist, whether it's a twist ending or
A natural progression.
a natural progression, but it's so shocking.
Okay.
It's a really shocking like turn of events, which I guess would be a twist. I don't know. It's like it's a weird. It falls like right in the crack there,
Okay.
to where I can't really figure it out.
Right between the two butt cheeks is the crack.
of 7. So the movie's about It's about a about to retire homicide detective,
Morgan Freeman,
and the guy who's going to take his place as a homicide
Bradley
detective,
Pitt.
Bradley Pitts, but they have a week of overlap before Morgan Freeman leaves and Brad Pitt takes over completely. And
does he say like I just got 1 week left to retire?
Okay, so I was kind of this was the other movie I rewatched in the last 3 days.
You didn't watch the other one that I wanted you to watch.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No.
I wanted to see what Olivia thought of it.
We'll watch it eventually. But this movie is, I noticed it's a incredibly well-made movie. It's David Fincher, so he's very like precise with his like camera movements and the framing, his framing, like you can just tell like every detail in the frame was like painstakingly thought out by him.
Gotcha.
That he's that type of director. But some of the dialogue, I was just a few lines here and there. I was like, that's kind of on the nose. Like I think at one point Morgan Freeman, he says like this is like verbatim what he says. He's like, "For the first time, you and I are on the exact same page." Like stuff like that. But it's not the whole movie. It just like crops up here and there, those type of lines. But basically, this 1 week that they're working together, and this isn't a spoiler because it's pretty much set up in the first scene. This is, a serial killer starts killing people based on the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, 7.
Yes, 7.
Do they all look at the camera when they say 7 deadly sins?
Yeah, they all look and they're like, "Do you get it?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was one of the times that the script was a little
wonky. It was a little too on the nose. Yeah, it broke the fourth wall. But each murder is like attached to that specific sin.
Okay.
So it's an interesting concept. Kevin Spacey is the villain.
Oh.
Yeah, so it makes sense that he's the villain, but based on his life now. But it's really interesting, and the plot continues through with that narrative with the 7 deadly sins. But towards the end, it takes a turn that you're not really expecting.
Okay.
So it falls in the cracks. So
that's why you didn't tell me about it, and you put it right in the crack.
I put it right, and I thought it was funny that I put it at 7.
That's funny.
So this could either be a top 11 with 7 at 7, or it could be a top 10 without 7.
Planet of the Apes being most honorable.
No, it's just a top 11.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm saying it can be a top 11 with 7 in it.
Yeah.
Or it can be a top 10 without 7 in it.
Oh, I'm sorry. So why is 7 not 11?
Because I don't know if it fits in this list or not. I can't decide.
I see.
So I'm saying it's up to the listener to decide. If you've seen 7 and you think the plot twist, that's your list. But if you've seen 7 and you're like, no, that's just a shocking surprise.
Yeah. Take it out.
Then take it out. There you go. That was my plot twist.
Wow.
Yeah, we're in our elevator now, which means...
Oh, yeah. What?
What does that mean?
What?
What does this music mean?
I don't know. I'm in an elevator. I'm trying to ignore you.
It's my life every day at the hospitals. This is Acast time.
Acast, baby.
Give us money.
Yeah, that's right. It's give us money time.
And guys, I'm being serious. And to show you how serious we are, we're going to start calling people out.
That's right. I almost forgot about how serious we are right now.
Yeah, we're like dead serious. If you love Philip and I and you support us and you want this to become, well, even if you don't want this to become, I want this to become a full-time job.
I'm happy for it to become a full-time job.
Yeah.
But I'm more happy to give Daniel a job.
Yeah, so it would become my job first, and then if we get more and more money, it become Philip's job as well. We want to do this for a living. So if you love us and support us, give us money.
Yeah, and here are the people who love us and do not support us right now.
Yeah.
Ethan and Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the or you? I'm gonna say the name. You say it on blast. All right.
Okay.
All right.
The one person that texted us yesterday, we don't need to say his name because
He's doing something.
he might be doing something for us. Yeah.
Ethan and Reagan.
On blast.
Lauren Cardiff.
On blast.
Reed Wheeler.
On blast to infinity.
Mitchell Wheeler.
Yeah. On blast. You've been a long-time listener, buddy. It's time to pay up.
Yeah, that's right. Corey Thomas.
Yeah. Start giving us money again.
Seth Cuson.
Seth Cuson. I swear, I'm gonna text him this time code and say, listen to this episode. Seth Cuson, give us money.
Seth Poopson.
Seth Poopson, give us money as well. That means you got to do double.
That's right. Bay Robbins.
Bay, I just had dinner with you Friday night, and you said that you were listening to our show again. So time to pay up, bud.
Becca and Chad.
Oh man, you guys owe us big time. On blast.
Daniel's mother-in-law.
Yeah, Carrie. I don't know. Should I start like withholding grandkids or something?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I need money from you on a monthly basis for this podcast, or else you don't get any grandchildren.
Luke Thompson.
And Luke Thompson, I know you're a big fan, so give us a big paycheck.
That's right.
On blast.
And we have more people.
We have more people, but we're gonna not be as aggressive yet with them. Yeah.
You're on notice.
You're on notice. Yeah. Yep.
And you know who you are.
So
if you're listening to this and you're not giving money,
and
you weren't on that list, you're on notice.
Actually, Andrew Bletzinger, we can put him on blast right now as well.
Right.
I talked to him about it the other night, and he made a joke about it. So
on double blast.
On double blast, and I'm gonna text you every morning until you give us money. And here's the thing about everyone that we just named off. You're on blast until you start giving us money, and we're probably gonna start like telling dirty secrets about you on the air if you don't give. So,
and if you don't want your last name in this, start giving us money and we'll edit it out.
If you don't want your address and social security numbers given out, then you better give us money,
which we know.
Oh, trust us.
I do IT, I know.
Yeah. Okay, so what is Acast, Philip?
Acast is a way for you to give us money.
Yep.
And the way that you do it is by looking at your podcast feed, taking a look at that little link in there, and clicking on it.
Yeah.
Just follow it. Do it. Do it now.
And there will be 4 options on Acast. Right. First one is the Fluffy Curtains tier.
And now, what in the world is that?
Fluffy Curtains tier. Let me tell you about it, Philip.
Okay.
If you give to the Fluffy Curtains tier, that is $5 a month, and you will be able to start following our private Instagram page, CCC Podcast, and we will update you with behind the scenes photos, behind the scenes videos, and just updates on what we're working on, what lists are coming up next, maybe updates on older lists about like, I don't know, different facts and stuff about how we came to do certain things, stuff like that. There'll just be a lot of fun little tidbits on Instagram. Plus, we'll do giveaways.
That's right.
Maybe. Yeah.
We'll always have the option to do giveaways.
We'll always have options. But
what else is there?
Okay. We also have a $10 tier, which is the Hitler Bowser tier.
That's right.
With the Hitler Bowser tier, $10 a month, you get everything that the $5 a month people get, but you also will get a yearly gift.
Whoa.
And you'll get bonus episodes, cut content from episodes. Me and Philip cut out a lot of things that we say. Sometimes we'll just get even more sidetracked than you can listen to on a normal episode. Talk about like Taco Bell or or pandas or something.
And I tell you what, they're funny.
Yeah, they are.
I laugh at them.
I went back and listened to some of our older stuff, and I was like, man, some of this stuff should have made the episode. But that means that you just need to give us money, and you get just more. And I know specifically, I know some people, Reagan, Becca, Grant, that you want to listen to us more than we're able to give right now. So bonus episodes, I feel like
they're coming.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something that you'll want really bad.
Yeah.
Then we have the I'm Rich tier, which is $100 a month.
That's right.
You get nothing else that the $10 tier doesn't get, except that you're our best friend, and that you get just the pride of being rich.
It's very, very much the pride.
And maybe a little something.
Special gift.
Maybe a special gift. And then
Maybe.
Oh,
Just maybe, though.
just maybe. Yeah. That's not set in stone.
Yeah.
And then if you're like, I can't give monthly. I'm poor. I can't give monthly.
How dare you say you're poor?
Yeah, there are people in other countries. I'm not even gonna go into it. But if you don't want to give monthly, we will have an option for a yearly donation. So it's just a lump sum that you give once a year. After you give it, if you don't want to give to us the next year, you don't have to. But it's only a payment once every 12 months.
Right.
And we don't have the exact price yet here. We'll have it on the Acast.
It'll be on there.
But we don't have it to say it right now. So yeah, that's Acast. Guys, I'm being serious. Give us money.
Daniel's so serious.
I'm so done with this not being full-time.
How long has it been, Daniel?
Of
At
what?
least 10 years.
At least 10 since we've started this thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die soon. Remember when we'd be like, Daniel's dying, please give us money?
Yeah, we need to start doing that again.
Yeah, we'll cut this part out to where they hear us talking about this, but yeah. Oh, guys, I'm dying. I need money. Oh, my stomach. Okay. All right, what is number 6, Philip?
The moon, not the moon.
Oh,
I'm
just,
sorry.
Just moon.
It's just moon. It's hard to not say that. at
The moon. The moon. That's quite a plot twist.
And we said we weren't going to talk about this because it's such a good movie. That,
Yes.
There's no reason, and you can't talk about the movie without spoiling it.
Yeah. The twist is pretty much the move. Like,
Yeah.
you can tell that that's what the initial idea was that
Yes.
twist.
Yes.
And they just built a movie around it.
Yep.
But it's fantastic, and it comes right about halfway through, I want to say.
Yeah, it comes earlier than you expect.
And it does both of our criteria. It recontextualizes the front half of the movie, and then it makes the second half of the movie way more interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect twist.
I want to watch this movie again.
It is. You're just like watching it, and you're just like enthralled. You're like, what is going on?
It's such a good first watch.
Yes, it is. So yeah, go watch Moon, starring Sam Rockwell.
And man, it's basically just him, huh?
He gives quite the performance. So yeah, go watch that. Okay, what is number 5? I guess
tell me.
I get to say
You tell me.
number 5, and if this was up to like personal,
Yeah.
personal preference, this is my favorite movie that's on the list.
This is like your favorite movie, right?
This is
Or
this
maybe
is
your favorite movie?
I always go back and forth between this and The Iron Giant. It's one of these two movies. And that's The Prestige, which is Christopher Nolan's movie from 2006. If you do not want The Prestige spoiled for you,
Oh, yeah. Go to
50 minutes, 58 seconds.
yeah, there's like a whole bunch of twist endings here.
Yeah, we tried to I was like, oh, it's this twist ending. And then you're like, but there's like so many.
There's also this twist ending,
Yeah.
and there's this one. Let's go through
Let's
them.
go. Let's go.
Well, first off, I guess the movie is
Can
about
we start saying that more?
What?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Like we're really hyped up about sports.
Put your weight on it.
Oh, is that a phrase? Wrap your arms around this one. Can we start making some phrases?
Yes,
All
I
right.
like that. Wrap your arms around this one. Don't give it away.
Ooh,
How's that?
I like that.
Maybe that's the tagline for this episode.
Yeah, don't give it away.
Yeah. But we're just
Yeah.
blatantly doing it. Anyways.
How about always put a silver dollar on that?
Oh, I like that one. What about Don't ever lead me away.
Oh, I don't know if that's a phrase. I don't know if I can catch on to that.
What about don't ever know me like that?
Ooh.
How about that?
Don't ever know me like that, Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a few there.
This is a new segment of our show. Okay, The Prestige. It's about like turn of the century magicians
Yep.
that are kind of in like a rivalry with one another. For those of you who haven't seen the movie and don't care about spoilers, that's what the movie's about.
Yeah.
And one of the magicians has this trick where he teleports.
Yes.
And the whole movie basically tells you how he does it.
Yes.
But I guess it's mainly because the main character just has to believe that there's a different way he's doing it. You kind of are like, okay, yeah, I guess it's not that way.
Yeah.
But then it just ends up being that in the end, which is
That he has a double, a twin.
they're twins. Christian Bale's character.
And how they got, I don't know how Christopher Nolan got away with showing, what's the guy's name that is his twin? Or they dress up as the guy?
Oh, yeah. Fallon.
Fallon.
Yeah.
Like, how do they, like, he's in the whole movie.
Yeah,
and you just don't care about it.
And when you're watching it the first time, you're like, that guy looks weird.
Yes.
Because he has heavy prosthetics on, but you're like, kind of looks like Tom Cruise. But then you realize it's Christian Bale in makeup. But I think the twist, I mean, it's okay. Hold on. Let's do this in chronological order.
Okay.
First, Hugh Jackman dies,
Yes.
but doesn't really.
Does he? No.
Well, he dies and you see it. And that's why Christian Bale's in jail for most of the movie.
Right.
And then Hugh Jackman shows up at the end.
What?
And you're like, what? Oh. Then Christian Bale dies for the murder of Hugh Jackman, which didn't actually die. You see him hang, and then the very next shot, you see Christian Bale. And you're like,
right.
What is happening right now? And the reason why you know it's Christian Bale is because he's missing a finger.
Oh, right.
So you're like, okay, is there actual magic going on? Like your brain kind of starts spinning. You're like, okay, what exactly is happening here? And that's a great twist. Like, oh, what's going on here? He died. He's not really dead. He died. He's not really dead.
Yeah.
But then it's the explaining and the everything that the twins went through in order to get to that point.
My goodness.
Is like, both. It's like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But then you're just like in awe of like, I remember watching this with Ethan.
Oh yeah.
Perky for the first time. And I couldn't really tell if he was like into the movie or not. I just couldn't tell. And then when that happened, when they start explaining that like the one twin had to cut off his finger as well, Ethan just slowly is like, what? Like audibly. I was like, okay, good. He's into the movie.
I can hear Ethan saying it.
Yes, yeah. And then what's the final twist?
Well,
how did Hugh Jackman die?
That he actually kind of figured out doubling a person.
Yeah.
Using Tesla's technology.
Played by David Bowie.
Yeah, wildly played.
Really well too. He does a really good job in it.
Can't talk.
But yeah, you think he learned how to. Well, I guess that's not true. You know, it's doubling, but it's posed as teleporting.
Right.
And the movie moves so fast that you almost don't even. You're like, okay, what happened to his double? Like, what's going on? And then you learn the dark secret that Hugh Jackman has been
murdering himself
over and over again.
Yeah.
I guess just waiting for the night that Christian Bale showed up.
I guess so.
He knew what night or he was probably on the lookout for Christian Bale, and then when he saw that he was there, he didn't reappear.
Yeah.
He just stayed back to frame him.
Sheesh.
But it's like in this last scene, like 3 different plot twists happen, and you're like, oh my gosh.
What's going on?
And it's really engaging. Like, I don't know how else to word it other than that.
Yeah. It's probably it feels like a Christopher Nolan movie in that there's like you have to think about it, but it's not a Christopher Nolan in that it's like people are like, oh, I'm so confused.
Sure, right.
It's just it's a well-made movie that
Yeah.
like tied neatly in a
Yeah.
bow. It's perfect.
There and the thing I've appreciated about it more on on like my recent viewings of it is there's 3 timelines going on at once. There's like
Yes.
there's him in jail, their rivalry, and then Hugh Jackman with David Bowie. There's like these 3 different timelines going on of the same story. And I could see maybe that would get confusing for some people. We're like, well, okay, what time period is this now? You know, where does this take place in the story? But I like it because if you didn't have it edited in that order, all the mystery would be gone.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like it's so strategically edited and scripted to where like it'll cut away from a scene and then it'll go back to that scene later, and you're like, oh, if they had showed this, then it wouldn't have set up this mystery later on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like incredibly well crafted.
Yeah. Really, really good stuff. Should watch it,
Yeah.
even if you know the end.
Yeah.
Cool. Number 4 is me.
Yes.
The Sixth Sense.
Ooh.
Now it's been a long time since I've seen this movie.
Same.
This is about a little boy who sees dead people.
Oh
no.
Hold on. It's okay. We'll just bleep that out.
out.
Philip just spoiled it before we told you. If you don't want Sixth Sense spoiled, skip to
54 minutes, 5 seconds.
so Sixth Sense. It's about a little boy.
Who sees dead people.
Yes.
And the whole movie is about a man who meets the boy. I don't know what his purpose is. Is he a detective
I believe so.
trying to solve murders?
Yeah.
And
He's on the case.
Yeah, and he knows something about his wife is dead or something. I don't know. Anyway, he's trying to be on the case, and throughout the whole movie, he's trying to help out this little boy. Turns out the boy can see dead people, and he's seeing this man.
Yeah.
And he's a ghost.
Yes. And then I can't remember if it goes back and shows or if just in your brain you think back, you're like, oh yeah, people have been ignoring him like the entire movie.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird how you don't pick it up.
Yeah. I think it's because you think he has an estranged relationship with his ex-wife or with his current wife. I can't remember if they're,
Yeah.
well, I guess they're not current because he's dead, but
Maybe his wife kills him. Maybe that's what it is.
yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, you're just like, oh yeah. Oh, nobody has been talking to him other than this boy the entire movie.
Yep.
And that's why he's dead.
It's a crazy movie.
It's good. And I feel like when you bring up the conversation of plot twists,
This is it.
this is probably one of the 2 that are always quoted.
Right.
Always.
Always.
This and another one we're gonna get to here in a few minutes. But
I think that our children will know the phrase "I see dead people," but have no idea what it's from.
sure, yeah. I think a lot of people do.
You don't think people know what this is from?
I
That
think
phrase is from?
a lot of people do know what it's from, but I'm sure if you were to have like 100 people in a room and you were to say,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
if you were to just quote it, then probably 35 to 40% wouldn't know or have seen the movie,
Yeah.
but they know the quote.
Yep.
I guarantee you. So yeah,
It's a. I mean, I
good
can't
movie.
tell. I don't know if it's a good movie. It's
it
been
is.
a long time.
I would say of his movies, it's probably my second favorite. I like Unbreakable more. Unbreakable is my favorite M. Night movie.
Okay.
Then this, and then half The Village, and then half of Signs, and then I don't like any of his other movies. I haven't seen Split or Glass, so I can't comment on those 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Cool. Number 3, Daniel.
Number 3 is Fight Club. If you do not want Fight Club spoiled, skip to this time code. All right, Philip, what is number 2?
Psycho.
If you don't want Psycho spoiled, skip to
58 minutes, 51 seconds.
yeah, Psycho. I feel like if you said that this wasn't spoiled for
This
you.
was not spoiled.
That's like wild to me that because it was made in 60.
Yeah, a long
wanna
time
say-
ago.
I feel like everybody would have known this twist. Actually, there's two twists.
There's two
There's
twists.
a plot twist and there's a twist ending.
Yeah. Plot twist is that the main character dies.
Yes. And then twist ending is
Is that the killer is the mom is the man. Is
Yes.
the son.
so throughout the whole movie you think the mom's the killer
Yeah.
and that Norman's just this, innocent man.
Yeah.
But you find out his mom's dead and he dressed up as his mom when
Yeah.
nobody's around. And
The
he's
reveal
the one
of
that
the
kills.
mom's corpse or bones in the
Yeah.
chair. It's good.
It's good. And then the following shot where he runs down and he's in the dress.
Yes.
It's both creepy. I think it's incredibly creepy to the point where your brain doesn't know what to do other than laugh at it.
Yes. Yes.
And I cannot imagine the reaction back in 1960.
That's
to this movie.
true.
Like, first off, a man in drag,
Yep.
but also there probably weren't a whole lot of like big twist.
That's
twist
true.
ending
Yeah.
movies
The
at that point.
movies were just kind of, well,
I'm sure there were
yeah.
here and there, but I'm sure at that point a lot of movies were just straight laced, like
Yeah.
beginning, middle, end.
And definitely no end. Actually, just goes climax and then it's done.
Yeah, no epilogue or anything. My one gripe about Psycho is that immediately following the twist, it cuts to like this room of cops or something, and the psychiatrist is just like basically explains everything.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, we got it, bud. Thanks. But I wonder if that's because that audience at that time probably would have been just like, what in the world is going on? Like, we're familiar with mental
Right.
disorders and mental illness and stuff. So to us, it's like, oh yeah, he had mommy issues.
Yeah.
But back then, I don't know. Maybe
Probably
it was
not.
maybe it was just to explain to the audience. But yeah, I feel like this is probably the most classic twist in cinema history.
Hey,
What?
do you think Tommy's gonna come by?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I know he wasn't here
wasn't
last
here-
week.
Yeah, he wasn't here last week. I hope he's okay.
I hope-
Have you
I-
heard from him lately?
I haven't heard from him.
I'll
I don't hear his motorcycle though.
I don't either.
That's weird.
I'll call him after the podcast.
Okay.
Just
all right.
see.
Yeah. We
Just
just
make sure
probably
he's
need to
okay.
make sure he's all right.
But yeah, sorry. Sorry. We were
I'm
just
sorry to
concerned
interrupt.
about
I
our
was,
friend.
You know, it's a good friend.
But yeah, I think this is probably the most classic cinema twist of all time.
Probably one of the most classic movies of all time.
Definitely that as well. I would maybe even, I don't know, it might be one of the best movies of all time. I don't know. I mean, it's really good.
a good
it holds
movie.
up. Olivia had never seen it, so we watched it this past year, and
Nice.
she guessed the twist.
Olivia. Don't even think when
I
you
was
watch
so
movies.
excited because she didn't know it going into it, and then she guessed it
She guessed it before she watched it or while we
were watching it.
Oh.
So maybe
I mean, yeah, I didn't guess it. I guess I'm not as smart as Olivia.
no, I mean, I could see why it would be easy to guess, but I feel like there's enough to kind of throw you off of it.
Yeah.
To where, if you're not as smart as my wife,
Yeah. I
then
guess- wow.
sorry.
I'm not.
Sorry, you dumb.
I am. Let's just beat up on Philip today.
All right. What is number one?
Let's say it together.
Okay. Yeah. So, Psycho, probably the most classic, but I would say the best
The best.
and the most quoted.
Definitely the most quoted.
Possibly the most quoted line ever of any movie.
I would say it is.
3,
2.
1. The Empire Strikes Back.
I didn't know if you were going to say Star Wars.
Nah. The original trilogy, it's known as, it goes Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
I see.
I do not
You don't include the Star Wars.
Well, because originally Star Wars
Is Star Wars.
was just Star Wars. There was no subtitle.
Yeah.
So I just go by that. I say Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi is the original trilogy.
Okay. Well, if you does anybody not know the twist ending? Well, it's not even an ending. The twist.
Yeah, it's towards the end. I mean, I would say it's between a plot twist and a twist ending.
Yeah.
It's probably both, which is, again, probably why it's up top.
Yeah.
If you don't know the ending,
Definitely skip ahead.
no, actually. You deserve, if you don't know this ending, you deserve for it to be spoiled. So, Empire Strikes Back. Would you like to go ahead and say what it is?
Darth Vader, the main bad guy, is Luke's father.
Yeah. So it's set up in the first movie that he killed Luke's father.
Yes.
So that's the knowledge
Which
that
I think
the character
that,
has.
I think that's exactly what George Lucas thought was the case.
At the time of writing it.
Yes.
Yeah, he tries to, in interviews, he always says that he had the original movies all planned out.
Yeah, no
and I'm
way.
like, Although I guess in some foreign language, Vader means father,
Maybe.
but I feel like that's just a coincidence.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, I probably don't give him as much credit as I should. But those prequels, man.
Prequels and even, I mean, he didn't direct Empire or Return of the Jedi.
right.
He directed the first one, which people say was saved in editing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess American Graffiti's good, but
Yeah. I've never seen it, but I heard it's great.
So Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back.
Good movie, I've heard.
How long is it? You said you haven't seen it since like high school or something.
Maybe even before high school.
Oh my word. I would definitely put this in the top 10 best movies of all time, Empire
Yeah.
Strikes Back. And I think what goes to show how good of a twist this was. So at the beginning of Return of the Jedi,
Yeah.
Luke goes to see Yoda and he's like, Yoda, tell me the truth. Is Darth Vader my father?
Yeah.
And Yoda's like, your father is. And Luke is confirmed by
Yeah.
Yoda that that's the truth. And apparently the only reason that scene is in the movie, apparently Yoda in the original script wasn't even meant to be in the movie,
Oh.
but somewhere, either George or some producer or somebody said, you need to put in a good character confirming this so that kids will believe that Darth Vader was telling the truth.
Oh, it wasn't a big lie.
Yeah. So
That's funny.
I think this was just a huge, it still is, but
Yeah.
like at the time, I think this was just like a cultural phenomenon. Like people for 3 years didn't believe that was true about Darth Vader.
crazy.
It's
I
weird
would-
for us thinking back. We're like,
Yeah.
well, obviously he's his father, but yeah, at the time, I guess a lot of people were not having it.
It's a good twist.
It is, yeah.
Great twist.
To get a rise out of your audience
Yeah.
like that is fantastic. But yeah, I think you texted this list was your idea,
Yes.
and as soon as you said plot twists, like immediately I was like,
Yeah.
well, Empire's number one.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even really have to think about it, because it does everything that a twist should do.
Yep.
All of our criteria, it's like that to the max.
Yeah.
It's out of left field. It makes things more interesting. It recontextualizes not only that film, but the film before.
Right.
It's just good. And that whole scene is just really well edited. And as soon as he says that, like okay, sorry.
Uh-huh.
I've been realizing music a lot lately when I'm watching movies. And right after he says that, like kind of a slower, sadder version of Darth Vader's theme kicks in.
Oh.
And Luke, you just
Yeah.
see it slowly like come,
Yes.
him realizing it.
Mimics the emotions.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my word. It's just that scene is just like
Yeah.
perfectly paced and perfectly like edited. Yeah, I just think it's great. Best twist ever.
Amen. Got nothing to add.
Yeah, I think that's all that we have to say.
Yeah,
Give us money.
please. For
Please do.
Daniel's sake.
For my sake, guys, I'm tired. I'm tired. In general, I'm tired.
Whoa.
Like physically and
It
mentally.
was like fear, sadness, anger,
You saw all the
Yeah,
emotions
all
on
of
my
them.
face right there.
all at once.
I'm just ready to do this. This would be great.
Be great. But we can't do it without your help.
Without your help, yeah.
And you know what? You're the best.
And we're the
Excuse you.
I'm so sorry.
You're the best and we're the best.
You can never be perfect, but you can always be better. We love you. Oh my gosh! Oh, Tommy, you're back. Hey, buddy.
Hey, it's so good to be
Oh
back.
man, it is good to have you back.
Hey, oh man.
How are you?
Well, it's been a wild ride, you know?
Yeah, where were you last week?
Daniel, you wouldn't believe it.
Oh,
I had what I would call a spiritual experience
oh.
and adventure.
Well, that sounds incredibly engaging. And I would love to hear the story.
You know, maybe someday
Okay.
I will tell you
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think.
Okay. Well, it's good to have you back. Have you learned anything lately?
Daniel,
What?
I've learned so much.
Okay.
I've learned how to be. Today I learned
Yeah.
how to be a good guy.
Oh.
And I learned how to be a loving guy.
Tommy, that's so touching.
And I learned that life isn't about me.
Wow.
I learned life's about each other.
Yeah, that's really good, Tommy. I'm glad to hear that.
learned-
Oh.
That sometimes life's about each other.
Yeah, that's really good, Tommy. I'm glad to
I
hear
learned-
that. Oh.
That sometimes you don't always get what you wanna. I learned that it takes two to tango. I learned sometimes you gotta take a hit in the face if you want a shake of the hand. Sometimes I learned that you get more out of life when you lose it. Sometimes I learned that it takes me a long time. I learned today that when you go to the bathroom alone, it's better to stay alone. I learned today, whatever it takes, you do it. Today I learned many months of waiting is better than many weeks. Today I learned sometimes you get what you want.
Okay.